the way they carry themselves. There is a way a Black American will carry themselves a different way in how an African will carry themselves. So, for example, they ask,
if they were born and raised in America, then America is their home.
Hi.
I'm Evans. What's your name?
My name is Claire.
How is your experience today?
My experience today is good. I love the energy around me.
Yes.
I love the cars I'm seeing, and I love the trees.
Wow.
7. Never used to have, they're called pikipikis, but motorcycles in Kenya, and we never had great tall buildings like today. And most of them you will see, oh, by the way, it's because of Kibaki. Yeah, but I feel Kenya is a 7, but Africa is a 6 because there are some countries which are dragging us behind.
Countries dragging us behind?
Yeah.
Wow. Would you name these countries that are dragging Africa behind?
I hope this doesn't lead me to trouble.
You have...
First of all, the way they carry themselves. There is a way a Black American will carry themselves a different way in how an African will carry themselves. So, for example, the accent, the accent are like they are mental, despite the color, and then the second way, the way they will behave towards a certain thing. Like, for example, LGBTQ is so right with the Black Americans, but with us it's so wrong. Yet, so
do you think Africa should allow, because it's a tendency for all Black?
Oh my God! Usinilisema swali zitazingisha kwa shida.
No. All African countries, all the presidents, they have all denied issues with LGBTQ. Do you think they're right on denying so?
Oh, that's a personal issue.
A personal issue.
That should be dealt with at personal level.
Yes. Because
I feel like Africans, we are going through more things that need to be looked into other than that.
Yeah, true.
There's hunger, man. Say the accent, the way they do their things.
And their culture, you've given an example of that LGBTQ thing.
Yeah.
So let's move to the third one if there is.
Okay, for me I feel that is that, but I feel the color. Yeah, the color. And them, they are open to so many opportunities, and like us we are so limited, very limited, but them, they are so open.
So let me ask you this, who is an African?
An African?
According to you? An
African, first, I would argue with the color, but there is ethnicity, there is different ethnicity coming together and forming an African person, right? But I will say the color.
I like that point. I like that. It's very, very logical.
Then can we post? The color, though it's not that detrimental. There is the color. There is the the culture that brings us together. There are some things we do as Africans that other nations don't do. I feel like an African person is rich in culture. If you're an African, you're rich in culture, rich in color.
True.
Yeah, and I guess rich in also your thinking. I feel we think, okay, for me that's that. Rich in color, rich in culture.
Rich in color, rich in culture. Okay, to bring the interview to an end, if you have any message, what would that be to the Black American people?
Message. Do not forget us. And you're also pretty. You're very pretty. Yeah. And I love Rihanna. I love Rihanna.
Wow. You know, what I love about Rihanna the most is how she's doing philanthropic works in Africa. She's built schools in Malawi.
Yeah.
She's done a lot of good things.
Yeah.
Yes.
Through the Clara Lionel Foundation.
Clara Lionel?
Yeah, it's after her grandparents, Clara and Lionel. So
I didn't know about that.
Yeah, it's something. Clara Lionel Foundation, they have done a lot. And that's actually good because, that's why she's being blessed more.
Yeah.
yeah.
Second born is on the way.
The second one is on the way. I'm so happy for her, like really and truly. I can have a depressed week and then remember, oh my God, Rihanna, Super Bowl, child, yeah, and then be happy for her.
Give a message to Rihanna.
Rihanna, you are the best human being I know, and you're so pretty. I love Fenty, and I feel I love your music too. And whether you like it or not, you are my mentor. You are my mentor. Yeah. I'm Kenyan Namibian soon, but I'm Kenyan.
You're Kenyan.
Yes.
So why are you saying that you're Kenyan Namibian?
Because soon we are going to get married to a Namibian.
Wow.
Yeah.
Congratulations
Oh,
on that.
Thank you.
Hi.
In a scale of 10, we are 6, because we are not yet there. Reasons due to the infrastructure, due to the poverty.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, and how we are still being colonized up to now, indirectly though. Most of the resources, unfortunately, they don't belong to us, but they are in Kenya, and people like this richest man, alikuwa anajiita Musa, alikuwa anajiita Mansa Musa. So he was the richest man before because he had control over the whole thing. But right now we don't have control over the whole thing. That's why they are the richest and yet we are the poor. So for me, we are still being colonized indirectly though.
Mental colonization.
How did you know?
I feel like the only difference is geographical. Like Africans are in Africa, Black Americans are not in Africa. An African is, I'd say, someone who is born and raised in Africa. A Black American, well, it's in the name. Someone who lives in America and their skin color is black. Couldn't say because I haven't met any Black Americans.
But you've heard of them, right?
Yes. So it's Kanye. I'd say Kanye. Yeah, you know, Kanye is complicated. Yeah. I can say Lil Wayne. He's black, he's American.
What's good about Lil Wayne, bro?
He's an artist.
Artist.
Yeah.
Which is your favorite music by him?
My music, he raps, so yeah. He's
the favorite music he's done that you love?
I don't listen to him that much. There's a popular one that he did with Chris Brown a long years ago.
It's called?
What's the name? He did it with Chris Brown and Tiger. Oh, it was called Loyal. I'm sure you know it.
Loyal.
The name of the song, that's the name of the song.
If you have any message for the Black Americans,
yeah.
What would that be?
If I have any message for the Black Americans,
yes.
I hope they're enjoying their lives in America. Because yeah, America is not a bad place, but it also has its problems.
So do you think of his home?
For me.
For Black Americans, should they come back home?
If they were born and raised in America, then America is their home. You can't say Africa is their home just because they're black.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Wow.